Next is from Narsk Rigigig, and the subject is Brock versus Rock. I was talking to my brother at the family Christmas dinner last week. I had to. My mom was there. And we got talking about how much longer WWE can do Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns before even the most diehard fans start getting a little bored of it. Not that we are. We're just saying at some point everything becomes dull. Then we got talking about this potential Roman Reigns versus The Rock match, which obviously led to a conversation about The Rock versus Brock Lesnar. Konnan and Disco, do you think that Lesnar versus Rock happening again is possible, or do you think that Brock's style versus Rock's real-life Hollywood life would be allowed, or do you think it just might be short, easygoing crowd pops, which The Rock versus Reigns could be? Not that I'm complaining. Hogan versus Rock was mostly just high spots, and I loved it. Hogan versus Rock was not mostly high spots. There's a lot of Gaga, which got big pops. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know. With COVID, and things can change, and I guess they're having an outbreak now, and it's they got the pay-per-view coming up, and then what did you say? WWE is saying that they're no longer doing testing?
Yes, according to Fightful.
Right, so they're just going to make sure.
Bro, I was reading this thing. Listen to this, Disco. That they had a show in Madison Square Garden, and it was like one of the lowest attended shows in 83 years.
Yeah, I saw some pictures from it. It looked pretty sparse. But they had a lot of problems there, too. They had to pull 5 or 6 talents.
But that could also be because people are maybe afraid to go out and be with so many people since the Omicron has hit hard in the Northeast, maybe?
That would make sense, yeah. But the guy's asking about Brock and Rock, and I guess he's inferring that Brock might be too stiff to work with Rock. I think Brock could obviously adjust to that match.
He would.
I mean, come on.
Of course he would.
Yeah.
Brock is stiff with who he wants to be stiff with. He knows what's up. He ain't gonna up the Rock.
Right,
of course not.
Yo, what up? This is Konnan, and I host Keeping It 100, my co-host, Disco Inferno, unfortunately.
Well, I'd say you're my co-host.
Listen, every Thursday here on Spreaker, we talk pro wrestling, sports, movies, music, TV, pop culture, and some politics. It's everything the rest of the pro wrestling podcasts are not.
Tune in to hear myself, the superior one, educate and inform.
Tune in to hear me bury Disco.
That's very disrespectful.
Join us every Thursday on Spreaker and keep it 100. Boom!